ask certain questions to bring clarity to be successful in breaking getting there. Because typically, if they come to me and they finally get to me as a coach, they've been trying to get to that personally or professionally as a business or an individual for a while, and they just can't seem to get there. There's something stopping them, or they get there and they can't stay there, and they run into all these kind of roadblocks, right? And so the six questions that I work people through in that process are really clarifying things. And then within that is the coaching process. So let me start with this. It begins with the first one is the clarity of your destination. So imagine I'm in Houston, Texas, and I love Mexican food. You're up in Canada, right? And what town are you? What community? Are you in a big city?
I'm in Edmonton, Alberta.
Okay, so Edmonton, Alberta. Okay, so big city. I've been there. Okay. So for me, I love Mexican food. There are over 4,000 Mexican restaurants in Houston, Texas. So think about a GPS.
Mhm.
I can't put into the GPS best Mexican food. I'm going to get 60 things, right? Or whoever's opinion. But if someone tells me that the best Mexican food in Houston, Texas is Hugo's, right? And I'm going, okay, I want to go to Hugo's. I have to put in the GPS. I can't put best Mexican and hit route. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm lost. I'll never arrive at my destination.
Right.
So I need to have a very specific destination, an address, right? If I put Hugo's, there's three of them in Houston, and I just put Hugo's, who knows which one I'm going to end up at, right? And so I need the exact address. The reason I share that with you is because leadership, growth, development, breaking through limitations, our peak potential is found in the clarity of our destination.
Mhm.
You need to be very clear on what it is you're after. And what I've found is people are not very clear typically. It's more, I want to be the top in this. I want to be the best at that. I want to build this thing here. That's great. That's a dream. That's a vision. It's huge, but I can't measure it and I don't know when I've gotten there. There's no way for me to tell when I get there. So the first step is clarity of destination. Okay, so we talk about that, we clarify that. What is your destination? We work through getting it very clear, very specific. It could be a destination that you want to accomplish in 5 days. It could be a life destination. Doesn't matter. The clearer the destination, the better chance you have of actually arriving. So think about the GPS again. What else does a GPS need for you to be successful to get to that Hugo's restaurant? It needs two things. What's the other thing it has to have? And I'd ask you and ask your listeners as they're listening, what are the two things all GPSs have to get you to where you want to go?
Where you start and where you end up.
Perfect, right? So here's the thing, our current reality. I could know the address to Hugo's, but if I don't put that I'm sitting here in my home at this address in Pasadena, Texas, if I put I'm in Pearland or I don't put a start and a good location of where I'm actually at and I hit route, I'll never get there because it's going to route me from a different location.
Right.
So the second most important thing you have to be able to do, which is typically harder, is self-assess your current reality in relation to the destination you want to achieve. And that's harder. You got to ask some personal questions. I want this. This is where I'm at. You've got to build the parameters because that's how you build the bridge. That's the roadmap. How do I get from where I am to where I want to be? But if you're not absolutely understanding and clear and honest about where you are, personally or professionally, you will not get to where you want to be because this is foundation that's shaky. So I need clarity and clarity. Now I've got my bookends. Those are the two, right? So then I've got to go, okay, now I know that. What's the next question? Motivation.
How is success like pets?
Man, so I'm going to use pets and I'm going to think about a dog. And what I would say the metaphor for pets and a dog would be the posture they take in serving their master, serving something greater than themselves, their loyalty, their humility, their passion and energy for what they do and who they are. Those are all foundational principles of leadership and life, humility, passion, loyalty. Those are the things that I would think about. And so that would be the metaphor for life is, man, if you're going to be the greatest peak potential performer of your life, be like a dog.
I see. That's how success is like pets.